It's TheMiracle. You haven't heard from me in a while because TheMiracle hasn't been winning in a while, especially on Face Up Gaming. First things first, though, before I get into Face Up Gaming, start a new poker website. It's called the TheMiracle Poker Scoop. Talk everything poker. There's going to be a forum. You're going to be able to talk about your bad beats, your wins. Do it for all poker players. I'm going to critique different casinos, different poker players. I'm going to talk about my experience in poker. If you like it, good. Post in my forum what you thought of my video. If you don't like it, blast me. This is going to be for the poker player. Everything poker. Now I want to get into Face Up Gaming. Been playing on Face Up Gaming. As you know, I won a cruise in my last video. I've been playing on Face Up Gaming now, I'm going to say about 2 months. Somewhere around there, about 2 months. Won the cruise, but since I won the cruise, it's been all downhill. Face Up Gaming has a league, which is a 2-month league, 20-game season each month. So a total of 40 games, though, in the season. TheMiracle finished 8th overall in the season out of like 600 people. It qualified me for 2 tournaments this weekend with big money. Total prize pool, $50,000 in the 2 tournaments. Miracle took the big choke in both. My 8th place finish in the league didn't help me in the tournament. Big choke by the Miracle. Also played in the $10,000 tournament yesterday. Another big choke. My girlfriend, Liv, who is Blondie on this site, she also played in the $10,000. Another big choke. She's frowning right now as we speak. She's the one with the video camera. Let me talk about Face Up Gaming quick. Even though I haven't been winning, I did win a nice little hoodie, Face Up Gaming, as everybody sees. Face Up Gaming on the back. I'm hoping everybody sees that. Also want a beautiful Face Up Gaming jacket. And as you can see on the back, Face Up Gaming. Very beautiful jacket. TheMiracle also made the Poker Player magazine here, as you usually get in casinos. And right there is a nice little article there about TheMiracle. Talking about TheMiracle's cruise win on Face Up Gaming. Yes, it was very nice to make the Poker Player magazine. Wasn't surprised. I was surprised to see my name in it, actually, when I went to the casino this week. Like I said, my website, I'm going to have a weekly video on here explaining different things about poker. I'm going to have a forum where we could talk poker. We could talk subscription poker sites like Face Up Gaming. And I still love you, Face Up Gaming. I haven't been winning, but I still love you. TheMiracle loves you. And for 25 bucks, you are the best poker site on the net by far. The other thing I want to talk about, I said I'm going to pick a topic each week to talk. I'm going to talk about aggressive poker players. Now, people aren't going to like this because a lot of people think aggressive poker players always win. The truth is, and TheMiracle is a tight aggressive player. I choose tight aggression, first of all, because I believe it wins. And I believe it wins more than aggressive poker. I play cash a lot of times, and I see aggressive poker players win big money. Don't win like they have a night where they win a couple $100, and they're like all happy. Look at all the money I won tonight, and they were the big winner for the night. What they don't tell you is the last 6 times they played, they lost about $600, $700. So they're a couple $100 win. You know, really, they lost $500 in the last 7 times, but they win that one time, and they think they're very good. Also, they might get lucky and win a tournament. And they're like, oh, I won this tournament. But they didn't tell you they lost 30 tournaments before that, and they were the first ones out of the tournament. Tight aggression wins. Aggression, usually they sink. Do they get lucky sometimes and win a tournament? Yes. Now, we see a lot of successful poker players out there that are very aggressive, and they win. But you got to realize, when you're watching poker on TV, they're only showing you some of the hands. Before that, they could have been playing tight. They made that big bluff. Of course, the big bluff's going to make TV. The other problem I see, and especially, I see this in tournaments, but I especially see it on online poker, like subscription site Face Up Gaming. I see a lot of people risking their chips and going all in the beginning of a tournament. All in. You start a tournament 4,000 chips, and people are pushing all their chips in, all in, and there's 30 chips in the pot. What sense does that make to push 4,000 chips in to win 30? When I see a player like that, I think he doesn't want to learn the game. He thinks the only way he could win is double his stack. He's got to double his stack to win, and that's not true. How many times have you played in the tournament? I know people, especially experienced poker players, you've seen people with big stacks of chips, and you think, boy, he's going to win the tournament. And you know what? He ends up finishing 15th in the tournament or 16th because he dunks these chips off because he can't stop his aggression. And you know how it is. You set that person up, you hit trips, you check to them, and they can't help themselves. They're going to bet. And next thing you know, you're taking their stack little bit by little bit. I went to a tournament, had the small stack at the final table and won tournaments. I remember not winning a hand for an hour and a half and coming back and winning the tournament. Tight aggression works. Aggression, they usually fall. Yeah, especially usually in the beginning of a tournament. I think you can only lose a tournament in the beginning, not win one. And I live and die that. What I do is I try to survive to get to the final table. My goal is always to survive to the final table and then hope I get lucky at the final table. You know how the final table is? There's a lot of all-ins, and you do got to get lucky at a final table. And aggression does work a lot at that final table. I usually change my strategy a little bit once I get to the final table. Didn't want to pick on the aggressive poker players, but I know that will get people talking because some people think aggression is the only way to win. The other thing, my last pet peeve. I hear all kind of things. My favorite hand was 7-6. I had to play that. It was 7-6 suited. That's my favorite hand. 5-7 offsuit. That's my favorite hand. I even have a guy I played cash games with, and to be honest with you, he's one of our worst cash players that play with us. Sorry, George, but you are. He thinks Queen 7 hits more than any hand, and he plays it all the time. He thinks, hey, it's Queen 7. It's Queen 7. Yeah, George, Queen 7's not that good of a hand. You know what my favorite hand is? Aces. Aces is my favorite hand. Yes, I will play them all the time. Aces is the Miracle favorite hand. The other thing is, you want to win more tournaments? Tight aggression, like the Miracle. Don't listen to these aggressive players because they're usually out of the tournament before the first break. Thank you. I'll see you next week. Tune in to the Miracle Poker Scoop website. Thanks.